Hey, what's up, y'all? Feeling all right, feeling all right. How are y'all doing today? I hope y'all are feeling all right, man. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling blessed. I want to share this energy with y'all. I want to share the love, share the joy, share this vibrancy of life, the energy, the intensity, the vision, the purpose, the passion, everything that creating greatness is all about, man. We've been making major strides in all aspects, operating effectively in all aspects, man. It's something that we're going to talk about, and we're very excited. The energy is so crazy right now that I had to come to you right here from Southwest Florida in the middle of this storm. Nothing major, something light, maybe a little background noise. Maybe I'll try to isolate the voice when I'm running this through CapCut when I put it out there for the people. But the bottom line was the energy, the intensity, the information that was rapidly coming to my brain that just had to be put out, man. I had to bring it out to you. I got so many episodes in the cut with so many amazing guests, but this had to just be me and you, an intimate discussion with my audience because I have so many level ups right here. Things that I have thought of and created and developed over the last few years, but have been really strong within my mind right here and now. And before I lose that intensity, lose that passion, I want to get right to it and drop these topics on y'all, man. How are you? God bless you. I pray that you are feeling as energetic and as focused and as motivated as your boy right here. I definitely go through my days where I am not feeling like that. Maybe the rain has picked up a little bit too much for me to be out here, but I just really was enjoying the weather, cooling down. But yeah, we all have our days, man. We all have our days where we're losing our focus, where we losing our energy. We don't want to get up. We don't want to get out of bed. We don't want to do the things that we know we have to do to put ourselves in the best position to win. We don't always want to do it, man. And you don't always have somebody cheering you on, telling you it's gonna be okay, telling you just get past this one more rep, one more step, one more chore, one more promotion, one more whatever it may be, one more weight, one more mile. You're running type. You can tell I'm not. Hey, man, I love y'all. I see y'all out there, man. Much love, much respect. So, but that's what we're talking about. That's the beginning of this episode, man. We're just gonna keep it right here in the brain. I pray that this is still gonna reach the people that need to hear it. The message is gonna carry across to the people that want to experience this and get this transfer of energy, man. But to all the things that I focused on in this life, and it's so many things. I try to be a good husband, try to be a great father, I try to be an amazing, excellent podcast. You know, I try to be a good human. I try to always do the right thing. Many failings. We all experience this, many failings. But as I push forth in those endeavors, sometimes I can really get carried away with the endeavor itself. And it's like when I used to work a job and I would always tell my boss, I'm working on me. You don't have to worry about me and my job. And I know that saying that to a boss is it's like telling them to F off. Maybe I was saying that in not so many words, but because I'm relentlessly working on being the best possible human being that I could be, that is a byproduct of that is me being an excellent employee. And I don't think he quite understood it, but I think if he did, he would have been at ease. Because when you work on yourself harder than you work on your job or harder than you work on anything else, you're destined to become successful at those other things. So over the last few weeks, I haven't been podcasting. I have all these podcasts in the cut. I've been really trying to be at war with my vices. We're going to talk about that as well. Benjamin Franklin quote. And be in my practice, be in my prayer, be in my yoga, be in my sadhana, my meditation, and all these different things. Getting out in the sun, getting my feet in the grass, physical exercise, consistent doing these things. And other things have been a byproduct of that. I have been effortlessly a good husband. I have been relatively effortlessly a great father, relatively effortlessly a good human being. And hey, man, yeah, I don't have no problem tooting my own horn effortlessly to be an amazing podcaster here on Creating Greatness. Here I am. I got work for you. Let's go. So even like that, even with the podcast, when I would focus on ideas, focus on things to try to boost, get in the algorithm and get more listeners and all these different things. When I tried to do those things, I did fail. But when I focused on self, when I really just go, hey man, just put yourself in a position to win, those other things started to happen a lot more naturally and a lot more effortlessly. So do yourself this favor and remember it in all your endeavors, whatever you're trying to do in this world, whatever you want to be, whatever that grand vision of what you aspire to. And you have to have the vision. You have to have the vision, because if you don't have the vision, you're wavering in the wind. You're being steered by events, by energy, by emotion, by different things that aren't coming from you. You need to be the navigator. You need to be the director. You need to be the captain of your ship. Not able to swim this way and that way at the slightest provocation. Slow, steady, consistent. That is the way to victory. But as you do this, focus on self, man. Work on self. Try to get better. Try to do better. Try to be at war with your vices, man, because that is the way to master. That is the way to become successful in all these other things, man. It's very paradoxical to think, I want to do this. Why am I focused on this? And it's just really, it's the truth. Now, at some point, shifts in energy towards specific topics, towards specific destinations. Yes, energy needs to be steered, and specialized knowledge may need to be gained and applied to do exactly the niche of what you're trying to do. That's true. I'm not saying that the specific specialized work doesn't eventually need to be done. But even to know that that has to be done, you have to put yourself in a position to win. You have to do the work relentlessly on yourself. You have to focus on this one, this life, this being. This is all we have. It's like Muji was saying the other day on a real life post, King of Comeback, 2K on IG. It was before anything can exist, I must exist. Before I can see anything with the senses, before I can hear anything, before I can think anything, there must be the experiencer, the I. Work on this one. I am. I am great. I am dominant. I am thriving. Work on this one. And all other things will fall into place. Now, a big part of that is why I really love this Benjamin Franklin quote. And I can't quite finish it. It was another sentence after this, but man, my mind sees certain things and I attach to it. I relate to it. I feel it in my soul, because I've been feeling like this for the longest time, that being at war with my vices, being at war almost internally with my negative thoughts, it has benefited me so immensely. Now, people may say, how can you be benefiting by being at war with yourself? Ah, that's a tough question. It really is. The war is to become more peaceful, more loving, more kind, more strong in my convictions, more upright in my faith. Is to be totally in control of what I'm doing and what I'm thinking. In the pursuit of purity, righteousness, godliness, excellence in all my endeavors at all times. And obviously, I fail. I fall short. These things happen. But to be in pursuit of those things, to be focused on them things, to be directed towards those things, those are the things that keep me whole. Because there's always that voice, man. There's always that laziness. There's always that sloth. There's always that glutton. At least with me, we all have our own demons, and some of those demons may be conquered. The vices and the addictions and the lust, conquered, shot, no control over me. I'm a free being. But then don't little other ones start popping their head up, gluttony and sloth and judgments on other people. These things happen. And that's why I'm at war with my vices. What are you consuming? When are you consuming it? How are you consuming it? And this, I mean TV, I mean technology, I definitely mean food, diet, eating and drinking. So I've been really limiting myself to not eating past 4 or 5 p.m. and trying to work down to 3 or 2 to get a nice long fast overnight and into the next morning. Once again, to tighten up, to to navigate more directly, to really dial in on all the details. It's not like I'm doing it for no reason. I'm experimenting with myself. I'm experimenting with my diet. I'm analyzing this information. I'm paying attention to how things affect me, whether it be TV or radio or other people. And I'm maneuvering and navigating and adapting and evolving all constantly. We all do this. We're all capable of doing this. It's what we, consciousness or electric energy, are here to do. We get caught up in all the things physically that we're supposed to be doing as flesh and human, when there's much more to it. And when you start to see more to it, the bigger space that surrounds you, this is you, not this. You start to feel different. You start to act different. You start to think differently because there are more things that play here. And the more that you are immersed in the modern day society with the fast food and the cellular Wi-Fi everywhere and the disconnection from nature and the separateness from God, the more that you're immersed in this, the more that you're distracted by this, because it's a fun distraction, the more you're not going to be able to see this other side of things, this bigger picture of who we are and what we're really here to do, and how to facilitate feeling it more and being more in tune and being more connected and being more aware of yourself and what's actually happening. And it's like a beautiful thing, man. It's that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here with the beard in front of the phone by myself like a nut to tell you about these things and share this energy and share this these realizations that I've come to through prayer and yoga and meditation and breathwork and ice baths and all these different things that I talk about. There is a way. It's proven. It's one step at a time. It's wherever you're at. It's one day better. It's one less bad habit. It's one less vice. It's one less negative thought. It's one less nasty judgment. And then it's one more push-up, one more healthy fruit or vegetable or lean protein, one more loving, kind thought. This is how we change the trajectory of our lives and build something absolutely unique, incredible, and powerful, and create that greatness, baby. Because that is what we are here to do. Don't get that mistaken. The mind-body connection, once again. Now, this was done, a study, I heard this on the radio, a study where they put people in a room and they gave them crayons, chalk, string, glitter, glue, all these different things, and just say, you just do anything. Do anything. It doesn't have to be anything, look like anything, be anything. Just try to have as much fun with it as you possibly can. So these couple people that go to work, or they test them before, with cortisol levels and all these different things, and they test them after, and they obviously see that the people are generally happier, upbeat, less cortisol, more the good hormones and all this stuff is going on within their brain and body. They're feeling good, a lot better than walking miserable, thinking about the problems, right? Just because their body and their hand are now at play. At play. We should still be playing as grown-ups, as adults, right? And all my young listeners, don't think you're too cool to get silly. It's one of the secrets of life, man. I get silly all the time with my kids. It gives me that element of silliness and childlike, activity, and then I get back to man shit. You know what I'm saying? But having that openness, that receptivity to be childlike or be, silly, it really adds a great element to your life, as well as accepting the femininity in your life. Because as a man, aggressive and fire, I'm a Leo, masculine energy, we can tend to be closed off. So opening up ourselves that receptivity, that nature of the feminine spirit, that receptivity, that openness, that softness. We don't always have to be tough, hard, and strong. We are those things, but having the ability to flow like water, like Bruce Lee says, and having that combination of powers within you also makes you an extremely powerful and capable human being. But the mind-body connection, so they're saying that. And I just wanted to give you a reminder too, anytime you're feeling not so good in your head, your posture and body can change that. The mind will follow the body. These tests have been done scientifically many times and always come out the same, where at least there's some level of change within the body and the mind. When you upright, head, chin, feeling kind of cocky right now. I feel strong. I feel capable. The mind will follow. You do these things, stand like a hero, like exaggerate it, man. Get into it. These things do work. And the same thing when you put your hands to work. And that's what these people are saying with the arts and crafts. It gets you out of your head. It puts you in a different space. And maybe you're able to de-stress a little bit, man. De-stress a little bit. There's too much going on. And then always remember to breathe. Get it out there, baby. Because the hands and the body, while they all connect to the mind and create certain feelings, the breath is how you really connect. You really connected. You awaken the mind through meditation. You awaken the body through physical activity and yoga. And you awaken the soul through breath and prayer and things like that. And when you combine these things, once again, it's the Holy Trinity. It's this emotional and spiritual wellness, the mind, the body, and the soul. When you get them in alignment, when you get them all focusing on the same things, man, when you're no longer, you may be at war with your vices, but when you're no longer at war with your intentions or your goals or who you are and what you're supposed to be doing, and everything is in alignment, you're all in harmony with the universe. Life just flows naturally, effortlessly, and excellently. Feeling separate from God now. Now that I've been going back to the prison, and I see the folks that I volunteer with, talk to, they're all faith-based inmates, people that follow God, follow Jesus, and go to church. And I love being a part of it. It's really something special to me. Me being in there and not knowing where or how to get help, and now being at least a piece of help, just something, and going there and being able to do something, man, it means a lot to me. But sometimes I think about how to reach the folks that aren't going down there to that church. I never experienced pain in my life like I experienced when I felt separate from God. When I had that hole in the God hole. I'm not the first to say it. It's been said many times. And that hole just gets deeper and deeper and deeper, and you just keep putting things in it, man. And try to make yourself feel okay. Whether it's drugs, money, sexual activity, attention-seeking behavior, or whatever it may be, and you keep going and going and going and putting things in this hole to try to fix yourself, to try to be okay. And it just doesn't work because you have no faith and you have no belief in God. And for some of us, it's so hard. A lot of people walk out of the rooms at NA and they never get clean because they start hearing the word God. And they've seen so many things. They've done so many things. And they just have a very hard time believing the existence of God when they've seen and done so much and experienced so much on this earth, so many terrible, negative, nasty things. And I can relate to that. I really can. I remember feeling like there was no way that it could even be possible. And I can't exactly tell you how my path led me to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. All I can tell you is that it took work, it took perspective change, it took the openness, the receptivity, like I spoke about before, to at least open up my ears to something different. And ultimately, I can say that it really changed my life for selfish reasons. But once again, like, whatever brought you to God brought you to God. It may not always be the best and righteous reason, but now you're here. You're here with God. You're here with your Creator. So act as if. And I came to God because I seen people who had God in their lives, and I perceived their lives to be better than mine. So for a while, on this self-improvement road, I was strictly seeking self-improvement. I wasn't always seeking spiritual experience or presence of God in my life. The ability to increase my receptivity to grace, put that lubrication, like we talk, like Sadhguru talks about. Through practice of prayer, yoga, and meditation, you put that lubrication around your aura so that you can maneuver through life a little more effortlessly. But I wasn't looking for these things in the beginning. I just didn't want to go back to jail. I just didn't want to be broke. I just didn't want to feel bad all the time. I always felt bad, generally, angry, frustrated, and I had had enough. And when you have had enough, when you realize the way that you're going is not bringing happiness, it's not bringing peace, it's not bringing joy. You've tried it all and you're still not successful. You're still not happy. You know, maybe you are successful when you have money and you have things and you have a spouse and you have children, you have a life. Maybe you even have your own business. Maybe you got yourself a little money. But in my opinion, until you invite the openness into your life, to just the possibility of a creator, of intelligent energy, runs through all things, the universal energy. You can call it whatever you want. I call it God and Jesus Christ. But I know that it's everything. I know it's in this phone that I'm speaking to you through. I know it's these bushes are behind me. I know it's this chair. I know it's me and every cell and molecule that makes up my body. And it is all special and it all has inherent worth and value. You know, you're worth it. You're worth it. You are supposed to be here. You have a unique perspective. You have a special talent that nobody else has. Something that you can provide to the world that no one else can. That's why you're here. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm speaking to you now. So listen to me clearly. And if you have something to say to me, please reach out at creatinggreatnesspodcast@gmail, all lowercase. We're getting ready to wrap this up, man. So let me pick. You know what? No, if it goes into more technical practices, and I really like to end on that note, opening yourself up to the presence of God. Because I think we had a beautiful discussion, man. I appreciate every single one of y'all listening in. You know, we got a lot of new spiritual warriors here on Creating Greatness Podcast, man. So make sure you hit me up on Facebook, Kenya Comebacks 2Ks, Instagram, same thing. Spiritual Warriors is the group. You know, like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I love y'all. Peace.